Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode of Wilson's Apiary Adventures. So today I'm going to be going through how we actually make our wax sheets, and I'll be going through it with you from scratch. So from melted wax, sieving it through and then pouring it into the actual press and making it into a sheet itself. So be sure to stick around and then I'll see you guys at the next step. Alright, so here we got the actual wax press itself. So as you can see, it's got the very specific type of press on the actual steel itself, and then when you close it, that's exactly what it does. You seal it and then that makes the print on both sides, and then there you'd have your sheet of wax. So I'll show you the process to make sure it doesn't stick here, but this is the wax, very dirty wax. What I do is when I skep it out, put it into a steel bowl which is in the oven right now. As you can see, the lights on, and then the reason why I'm putting it through sieve is because all of that would have been in the wax sheet. So that is a no-no. You don't want this in your sheets. The bees won't like that at all. So this is the amount of wax I still have to use, and you can see there's a lot of rubbish inside there, so definitely worthwhile cleaning it out with a sieve, and then we'll pop it inside there and show you soon how we press it down. So here's the oven. I won't touch that sucker with my hand because it's going to be quite hot. Let me just get a glove here. Alright. So there's the wax. You can see it's a lot cleaner than the one that's inside there. You can see it's cleaner, so we'll be using this sucker to do the actual sheet of wax. Let's close that up. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is where we do the actual wax pressing once the wax is melted. But before we start, we have to use the soapy water to spray on here first, so that when we pour the wax doesn't stick inside the grooves. I did it the first time, not knowing how to do this correctly, and it was a complete mess. So learn from my mistake, make a nice thick concentrate of soapy water, and then just spray this on. So you can come have a look here and have a closer look. So you literally want to do a good amount around the edges and then into the center. Otherwise you'll have your one corner sticking and then that sucks. Alright, so that's done. Now we're going to go ahead and get the wax out from the oven. There's the wax, you can see it. It's not as dirty as the other one, but it's still a bit dark. But now you're going to see me go ahead and pour this in here. Come around this way now. Press that down. And there's your sheet. So you can see, if you come close, you can see nice and how the pattern is formed nicely inside there. And that's one full sheet done. So obviously it's best to do it in a tray with some foil or whatever thing that's durable, because then you can catch the excess wax and you're not wasting any throwing away, because now we can remelt what's gone into the tray and just remelt and do it again, so you're not wasting it. As we all know, wax is quite precious. Alright, so I think it's done. Voila! There's your perfect wax sheet. Homemade. There you can see the groove. Absolutely clean wax through a sieve. It's perfect. And that's how we make our wax sheets. Here's the final product, just to show you again. So it's a decent thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, so it'll be a nice comfortable, you know, push inside that frame ridge when you're getting your sheets into the frame itself. And obviously the way I showed earlier in one of my videos on how we set the wax into it, this is perfect because now you have a less chance of the actual strand of wire in the frame melting right through once you heat it up to set the wax into the sheet, into the frame. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, hope you found it insightful. So this is how we make our sheets at home, and much cheaper than buying. If you do have excess wax, it's much easier to go ahead and make your own and save yourself some good pennies, because wax, as we know, it isn't that cheap. So yeah, and as I mentioned, with the excess wax, we just put that back in the pot, get it warmed up again, and you just keep going until most of your wax is done, and you'll get a good amount of wax. I think out of this pot I might get 10 sheets, maybe more, maybe 12 to 15 sheets out of it. So that's a lot of sheets of wax that I'm going to be saving on. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to our channel by now, please do that, and we would love to have you along our journey. So until then, have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.